Hello everybody, welcome for joining me today with Tootsie Cooking in the Kitchen. Today I am going to fix soup. And whoever's familiar with ever going to Olive Garden and you ever tasted the Zuppa Toscana soup, it is delicious, and that's what we're going to be cooking today. Now don't worry about it trying to follow me within, agree. I will have everything listed underneath the info box. So let's get started. First thing we're going to start off with is some sausages, Italian sausage. And you're just going to break that up. My hands are already clean. Always make sure you wash your hands first before you start cooking. So put that on in there. I'm not adding any grease because these sausages are going to create its own grease. So don't even worry about that. Let's get that from underneath of there. Get that out of there. Okay. I think that soup is so delicious. Every time I go there, I never get enough of it. So now that I found my own recipe on how to make it myself when I'm unable to get to Olive Garden in order to taste it and try it from them. So that way you can be able to make it at home and still be able to go there and enjoy the delicious food that they serve. But for right now, we're just going to try to fix this on our own, right? Nothing's ever wrong with that. Take that and put it in there. Break it up. And I mean, you can get any type of Italian sausage of your choice. This is Perry. I prefer using Perry sausages. Italian sausage. But for this recipe, you needed it grounded up like this. Unless you want to get the links and, you have to boil them and then take the skin off and, why go through all that when you just buy it this way? Okay. Just want to wash my hands real quick. So, stir that around. And now, you take bacon. Already cooked bacon and just crumble it up, chop it up into little pieces and add that in. Stir that together. Now remember, I want to let you know, do not let your Italian sausage cook all the way through because there's other ingredients and it has to cook in order for it to make the soup. And it smells so good. So I have some peppers, seasoning, and some salt and pepper. Then I'm going to add, you can add as much or as little as you like. It's all up to you. You can even add more sausage. It's all up to you. More bacon. It's all up to you. That's the beauty about cooking. You can add more or take out less to your liking. So you go ahead. And then we're going to save the rest of that, and later on I'll taste to see if I want to add more or just leave it this way. So this is going to go ahead. I'm going to let that cook some, and then I'll be right back. Okay, now that this is browning, it's time to add your chopped onions and garlic. If you like it, I did 2 cloves of garlic. If you want more than that, then you add. That's up to you. I put my onions in my processor, my smaller processor, so those I gotta chop those up more. So you find pieces like that and just, you know, take it out and chop it up more. That's fine. There's no mistakes here, right? Okay. Now I'm going to add chicken broth. You can either get 2 cans or you can get the 32 ounce. I'm going to add that in. It smells so good. Add all that in there. Okay. Now, your heavy cream. Matter of fact, let me shake this. Forgot to shake this. Shake it up some. See? Heavy cream. Just make sure you shake it up some. I'm going to use... I have the ingredients listed. I'm playing it there by ear because I've been, you know, doing this for so long, so I can actually do it without having everything measured. But I'll have it listed for you guys. Okay. Now you just let this get to a real good simmer. Mix it up so everything can incorporate all together. Be able to see that there? Yep. And let that get to a good simmer. Okay. Now we're going to add our potatoes. Just chop the potatoes up. You can add 2. I added 3. I chopped up 3 potatoes. This smells so delicious. And just add your potatoes up in there. Stir that in. And then let that cook some until your potatoes are just about done. And then you add the last ingredient. And that's what's going to pull all this together. So definitely stay tuned. Okay, now, people, look at this right here. Look at how creamy and delicious this looks. And it smells so good up in here. Okay, even though my house smells good anyway, but I'm just saying. All right, the last ingredient that you will need is some chopped kale. Yes, chopped kale is what definitely brings this recipe together. So, now, you can use as much and as little kale as you like. It's all up to you. Now, keep in mind, your kale is going to shrink as it cooks. Okay? Just take your spoon, get it on down up in there. Just get it on up in there. So that way you can add more. I love kale, so I'm actually adding more than the ingredients actually said. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys. I'm just going to list all the ingredients that you need for this recipe. It's up to you exactly how much or how less you want to add. Because like I says, Come on, you can't mess up. You know, if you like more cream, then add a little bit more cream. You like more potatoes, you add more potatoes. You like less, then add less. It's up to you. Now just push this down. So that way it can cook all the way through. And by the time I come back in a little while, I'll just, it'll cook more. So that way I can be able to kind of like really stir it in. Now, take the top, throw it on there, and then let that cook. Turn your fire up just a little bit more. I turn it down as you adding ingredients, because you don't want your juices just pop it all out, and you can get hurt that way. So to always turn your fire down when you're adding ingredients like that, and then just turn it up just a little bit more. Just turn it up and then let it cook.